Gaffer, after Tuesday's long trip, our attention turns back to League and Salford on Saturday. Can I get your thoughts heading into that game?
Yeah, it's another tough game, obviously. Salford, was in the playoffs last season and made a good result last week, so they've started off really well. It's a tough game, but one we're really looking forward to. We've prepared the boys today. We'll do another training session tomorrow on our way up and get to the hotel and get settled in and get organised and ready for kick-off.
Yeah, it's our second consecutive league game with teams that featured in the playoffs last season. It seems the lads sort of thrive off that, and is that kind of a sort of pressure off kind of thing, do you think, or is it just sort of like they know they can beat anyone and the mentality that you've implemented is there?
I think each game, obviously, we take the most seriousness because it's the next game. It doesn't matter who you're playing, whether it's a team at the bottom of the league or a team at the top of the league. We always do the same preparation and get ourselves ready to play against a team that have a certain way of playing. We're going to have a way of kind of combating against that and a way of where we want to affect the game as well. I think that on paper the start that we've had, you could argue that certainly the first 6 games are really, really tough games, with some sides that you would think a big chunk of them will want to be in and around the playoffs at least. We thrive on the fact that we're playing these teams now.
Yeah, and we've heard from the fans on social media, they're sort of calling it Lindsey ball on social media. I just wanted to sort of get your thoughts on that. Is that the sort of thing that you love, like to hear that the fans know that the playing style is working and that they're enjoying it to watch as well?
Of course, we want positivity throughout. We want the fans to enjoy watching the team play. I think it's important that we coach the team, myself and my staff coach the team in a way that the players enjoy playing in, and that we can not just have the ball for the sake of it, but also create a lot of chances, which I felt we did on Saturday. And probably not so much on Tuesday, but we had a lot of the ball, which I was pleased with. Certain moments on Tuesday as well. But yeah, no, we want that. We want to be proud of kind of how we play. I certainly have been up to now, and we want that to continue. We want the fans to enjoy watching us. We want to be fast attacking, aggressive with it, and score plenty of goals and let the fans kind of support the team in a way that they're proud of how we play.
Yeah, we spoke on Tuesday about the changes that were made and that some of the lads were obviously left back here. I suppose that wasn't just an opportunity for them to rest after Saturday, but there was more important work being done here. While we're up at Exeter, they were training here as well, weren't they?
Exactly that, yeah. So we didn't, obviously with 2 long journeys within a week, we wanted to kind of save some of the players, and after a tough game on Saturday against a good Bradford side, we handpicked what we wanted to happen and how we wanted the team to look on Tuesday night, but with some much needed work done back here at the training ground. We feel that we've prepared the lads to go into Salford, really well. So hopefully you'll see, we'll certainly see the rewards of that, hopefully.
Yeah, and I suppose that's got to be taken into consideration looking at next week as well, because again, we've got back-to-back Tuesday-Saturday games early on in the season, so there's going to be a lot of minutes for a lot of the players, isn't there?
Yeah, we'll more than likely have to switch it up for the MK Dons game. As I say, we've got a tough game against Salford on Saturday. One we're looking forward to, but then once we've got that one out of the way, we'll prepare another team for the MK Dons game on Tuesday. But that's kind of the luxury we have with having good players. We can do that. Like I made a lot of changes on Tuesday night. I think it was really clear to see that the identity did not change one bit. We looked composed, and we looked like every player that played on Tuesday knew kind of how we play from the Saturday game, and that's what I want moving forward. I want to make changes where it's not affected. It doesn't affect the strength of the team, and I feel that we've certainly got that. I just felt on Tuesday we let ourselves down in the second half a little bit. We didn't carry on with our foot to the floor, as it were.
Yeah, finally a message to the fans. Obviously many of those that travel Tuesday will also be travelling Saturday. You mentioned there the travel for the players, it's a hell of a lot of travelling for the fans as well. What would your message be to those coming to the game on Saturday? Is it just get behind the lads as you have done last season and at the start of this season?
Well, first of all, we really appreciate what they do. Times are hard at the moment with, money's tight with a lot of people and energy bills and everything else and shopping and everything else. It's a lot of money you've got to fork out and find every month. let alone going to a football match to the other side of the country. So we certainly appreciate that. But yeah, keep supporting the lads like you do, and you do it great. And and I think they've been fantastic all the way through. And it really does help. Like I said earlier on, kind of in pre-season, that this division now is really tough. Some big hitters in this division. We're going to need everything from everybody connected to the club, the supporters, myself, my staff, the players, obviously. We're going to need everything in order for us to get where we need to get to.
Just go. Harry, thank you for joining us. Tough game to come this Saturday against Salford. Can I get your thoughts heading into that one?
Yeah, looking forward to it. We know it's going to be a tough game. Salford are always a tough team to play against, but got a game plan, we're working on it, and let's just go there and enjoy it, really.
Yeah, I want to touch on what you just said there, the game plan. We've seen a big transition from, the lads and obviously the gaffer from last season into this season. We're playing some really nice stuff. Some people have even called it Lindsey ball. I just wanted to sort of get your take on it and sort of see how much you're enjoying it so far, obviously, with the first two games that you've both featured in.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's we worked on it all through pre-season, so it's almost we've had enough prep, so we're not going in blind into games. We know why we're doing it. We know the purpose of playing out and everything that comes with it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, yeah.
And obviously, just to touch on sort of a personal transition, we obviously saw when you came back into the side last year, and Scott's just touching it in his preview as well, there was a lot of sort of just getting the ball out. When a cross came in, you were a little bit like a sort of head on a stick, weren't you? Just sort of clearance. But now we've seen this sort of development into, the ball playing centre back. Obviously, you were on the left with Nick against Bradford. How's that transition been for you as a player?
Yeah, it's been good. I think when I came into the team last year, I felt like that's what we needed. Like myself and Dion, we had different roles as the centre halves. We were there to keep clean sheets and survive relegation. So I think now we've had the prep with it throughout pre-season, so now I can add that other element to my game, which I enjoy doing and I enjoy working on. And yeah, so being able to be more comfortable on the ball and actually seeing a pass, and yeah, I think it's working well.
Yeah, do you think, obviously, with the addition of Will as well, do you think that's sort of you've got the right attributes as a three? Like, personally, obviously, we saw how well it worked on Saturday. You've got all three players who are very comfortable sort of passing the ball around, and it does make a difference, doesn't it, as we saw on Tuesday night as well, moving the ball into the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. I think of all the centre-halves, we're all very capable on the ball, and then we've all got that physical side off the ball, and I think, especially with Will coming in, like, he's a tool and he's a big presence there, so I think it helps as a back three. Because even when they're crossing balls in, you've got three big lads in there, and we enjoy doing the defensive side of it as well.
A personal achievement for you on Tuesday night, you were named captain of the side. How much of an important feeling was that for you, and just how happy were you to be named captain by the gaffer?
Yeah, I was really proud. It was a nice moment for me. It's nice to step up when I can, because we had a few of the more like leaders not involved. So yeah, I was happy to step in and enjoy being captain. Yeah,
and obviously you're one of the longest serving players in the group now. Obviously yourself and Nick, which is crazy to say, but do you feel like you've sort of earned this opportunity, having been here for so long, and you stepping up as one of the leaders now?
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't feel like I've been here the longest out of a lot of the boys, but yeah, I think now I'm getting to that age. I'm almost 24, so now is the time I can step up and start being more of a leader, and especially on the pitch, I feel like that's where I'm good at, being more of a leader on the pitch. So yeah, I can just build into that more and grow into it.
We spoke to Will Wright briefly after the game against Bradford. We obviously spoke about there's been a bit of noise, sort of, if you had looked at the bookies, a lot of them had us to go down. Obviously, we know it's going to be a long season, but was it a relief to you and the players to sort of prove a lot of people wrong against Bradford?
I wouldn't say a relief. I think it was a nice feeling, because we were all very confident going into the game. We knew if we executed the game plan that we would win the game, and I thought we did it down to a T. So it was more just happy and like proud that we showed that we're not here to just make up the numbers in this league, and we're gonna do well.
Yeah, and just finally, when I touch on the fans, obviously they named you the young player of the season last season. You got yourself a chart now as well, which we spoke about a few times. It must be just a great feeling to to get that recognition from the fans alongside some of the other players as well.
Yeah, we all love the support from the fans. It's like on Tuesday night, it was nice to hear my chant. I enjoy it, and I think the fans are brilliant for us, and so yeah, they come out in their numbers every game, so we do appreciate them a lot.
Cheers, Harry.